I'm going to tell you why some people tend to manifest quicker than others. I'm going to break it down for you. It's really quite simple. The secret is honestly just consciousness. And if you don't know what consciousness is essentially infinite knowledge. And as we live through this life, not all of us, but the chosen ones, our consciousness continues to rise and continues to expand. So if you're a chosen one, you'll be watching this video right now. If you're not, you can go ahead and click off because this video is not for you. But for my chosen ones, it all has to do with your consciousness. When your consciousness starts to expand and starts to rise, your vibration, your energy field, because we're all energy, it gets lighter and it's easier for us to unlock our manifestations, our desires. The only reason we want something is because we're supposed to have it. And so that's your internal map telling you, hey, you know, we need to get into alignment to get where we're supposed to be. We need to learn how to unlock our our destiny. And so it's like, how do you do that? How do you raise or expand your consciousness? For me, it was spending about 2 to 3 months in solitude, not complete solitude, but for the most part, just working on my vibration, working on my internal state and my belief systems. So I was able to regulate my nervous system, which eliminated fear, anxiety, and that essentially helped me raise my consciousness, if you will. It helped my consciousness expand because the more I emptied out the clutter of fear, anxiety, in pain that I was holding on to, because I'm not going to say that we're not going to experience pain or, anxiety as our consciousness rises. We are, but I was holding on to a lot of past trauma, pain, anxiety, and suffering. And I was living every day like I was living in my past version. But I learned how to let go of that. And even though I wasn't in the greatest part of my life, I decided that if I can internally regulate my emotions to feel as if I am at peace and I'm living, a very good life, then it's going to happen, because as within, so without. So essentially, all you really have to do to become a quicker manifester is regulate your nervous system, clear out, you know, any fears, any doubts. If you wake up every day and you feel like you're still reliving your past traumas, that is an indicator that you need to learn how to let it go. I'm not sure if you guys know who Joe Dispenza is, but one of my favorite Joe Dispenza quotes is, "It's easy to remember your past, but life truly changes when you remember your future." And so that's kind of what helped me learn how to regulate my nervous system, because I told myself I don't want to remember my past anymore. And as crazy as it sounds, we all know the mind is like a computer. The universe is also like a computer. So whatever we're feeding ourselves inside is going to be reflected to us outside. So essentially, I decided to delete the old hardware that was in my mind and in my body. And this is also scientifically proven. We can regenerate our cells. Um, so I did that. I regenerated my brain, my mindset, my nervous system, and I started to create a new hardware for myself. Like, I installed a new hardware where I was like, life is easy, life is peaceful, life is fun, I'm here to play. And I didn't let my external circumstances determine whether I was going to feel any differently on the inside. Whatever wants to happen on the outside, let it happen. The only thing you can control is inside, your internal state. And the reason I'm here preaching this message is because it literally works. Like, I grew up in a very chaotic home. And so I grew up with a lot of trauma, like holding on to a lot of pain. I grew up with the fear of being seen, the fear of not being seen, like so much that I was holding on to. And every few years as like a teenager, I would kind of like start shifting my identity. And so when I learned about conscious manifestation and quantum leaping and all of that, I was like, oh, this is perfect because I like to change my identity every couple years anyways. And so in order to become like a master manifester and to get things like instantly is to regulate your nervous system. There's so many ways outside of this. We can also become, you know, a manifesting monster, good monster. That is just like, this is one of the biggest key steps. And I would suggest starting with regulating your nervous system, clearing out any past traumas or pain that you're holding on to. We're still going to experience the emotion, as you know, as I said before, because you know, emotions, we're human, that's what we're here for. We're here to have the human experience. But energy in motion, it should never stay stagnant. And so you just have to let it flow through your body. Sorry guys, one of my neighbors came on their balcony and just started yapping. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you feel like you're a chosen one, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, comment. Let me know how you're processing your journey, because it's definitely not an easy one and it can be lonely. Don't forget to dream until it's your reality, guys.